I'm Zoo, and you're watching the AlwaySimming channel. Hi, hello, welcome to my first ever voiceover. I'm sorry if this is weird, but I've never done this before. I absolutely hate building. I'm terrible at it, and I never do it. But I thought I might as well give it a go. I really want to thank everybody for all the love for my first ever video. I had so much fun making it, and just the support has been lovely. We have over 100 views, which is crazy to me. Like, I thought I'd get maybe like 15, 20, and I wish I was joking. But I thought today we would tackle the Dollhouse challenge because everyone loves dolls. I had the idea that I wanted to do a Barbie dollhouse, like a Barbie dream house, but a single room. I couldn't decide if I wanted to do a bedroom, a kitchen, or a bathroom, so I did all three. You'll see here that this does not look like the thumbnail because I was so indecisive about what I wanted to do here. I didn't like the sizing of it, I didn't like the feel of it, and I realized that I'm gonna do all three. It's 2019. You can do whatever you want as long as you're not hurting yourself or anyone else in the process. So just watch me painfully do this, and I'm so indecisive that I feel like I went through every single option we have for bedside tables, and I think I'm pleased. I honestly don't know how voiceovers go, so please let me know. But I was inspired mostly by this little. I wasn't really a dollhouse as it was like an unfootable, foldable set that had a. Now that I found it, I'll insert a photo here. You can not so clearly see that it's actually just a bedroom and literally just a tub, but I did not know that at the time. So instead, we went with this cool kind of. It accidentally became heart shaped, kind of, but in like a Minecraft version. But here I'm just kind of frustrated, and I really didn't know if it felt like the original size was way too big, and I just needed to come to the size and see if I could actually fit all this in. So please don't pay any attention to the coloring. This is just to see if the size is good, and kind of wanted to play with the idea of that it still has the walls, but there's an opening, so you'd sit in the middle, I guess. But I wanted to make sure that you could still see the bedroom from one side and have like all the walls up and still see the bathroom, but not see like all the bathroom. But I actually picked this bed accidentally, and I really liked the kind of girly feel, and I really didn't know if I wanted to go like classic Barbie or kind of. If you look at Barbie dollhouses now, they're all like modern and really cool, so I really did not know which way to go, and I think I did kind of a mixed, and I ended up going through about every lamp we have because I didn't really remember having actual lampposts in the game, like in the dollhouse, I mean. But I didn't really have a dollhouse. I had that cutaway three-part that could fold up into a purse, by the way. And then I had a Madeline doll set, which is from this book, TV, movie series called Madeline. And it's these orphans who, at an orphanage run by nuns in France. And I had that. That was the only doll set I had. It was huge, and it had four rooms, I think, and it was a kitchen, a bathroom, and a bedroom, and maybe a living room. But I couldn't remember if they had actual lamps or not. So the original idea was to just put them on the wall, because I think that's what it would have been. Because everything is electronic, and they have so many batteries, but I don't think either of my doll houses had any batteries in them. I think I've been lied to. But you'll see here that I'm putting in pink as much as I could, but I didn't want to do pink only. So I have a little bit of like white offsets and some blue in later. I think it ended up balancing out really nicely, but for right now, it's kind of an overload. I didn't know whether to go with kind of a softer pink or a more traditional Barbie pink where it's like a really hot pink, but we did not have enough hot pink stuff, and I really didn't want to. I honestly didn't want to build that. I thought it would look too much. So instead, I went with the softer pink, and I really like how it turned out. The other thing I had the idea for was, did I want to make a pristine dollhouse that had never been played in, so everything was nice, or should I do a version where clearly a kid has gotten through it, so it has maybe some like messed up furniture, there's some stickers everywhere, there's just it feels a little bit more played in the way that it's broken, because I don't know about you, but I had a sister who was younger than me, meaning a lot of my Barbies got scribbled on or got their head shaved, which I mean I did too, but I honestly, I kind of wish I went with the version of that a kid had gotten to it. I think it would have been a bit more creative on my end, but instead I went with the more you just bought it, look how pretty it is. And I never decorate, I never build, but this watching this back again makes me want to go decorate some houses or apartments really. Just give me your shells and I will gladly fill them. I know a lot of these, I'm sorry all my sentences are like I this is my first voiceover. I'm working on it. But I really the thing is when you get a Barbie set, the only Barbie set I really am super like I had the Barbie set when I was very young, but I have cousins that are much younger than me. And she had a giant dream house. I'm talking like 3 stores. It had a jacuzzi, it had an elevator, there was a doorbell that worked. And so I was trying to remember what kind of small things they had in there. And I remember they had utensils and like a dishwasher. And so I was really sure I wanted to have some smaller things that were probably there. They had I'm like thinking back, and they had a shower and you could like press a button and she would sing, which is funny because we have Sims that can sing in this. But I really wanted to put some foliage in here to kind of break up the pink, but I know that they don't have that because I think how easily that could have been lost or like misplaced. The thing about Barbie sets is the longer you have it, the less things you have, if that makes sense. Like, you start losing everything and gets broken, and it's just a lot more empty because you're not really playing in the Barbie house, you're playing in front of it. So, I kind of wanted to, again, I honestly, I'm looking back and I kind of wish I went to that place. I also remember that all the rooms had different wallpaper, so I was really struggling to find one that didn't look tragic together, but still kind of said, hey, these are 3 different rooms. And I really struggled with, again, the pink. I really did not know, and then I was dumb and didn't realize to use a corner one. I used this tip of putting the pillars in between walls like that from Little Simsy, so thank you, Kayla. Like so long ago, I think it makes your builds look so nice, and I think it really fits the dollhouse theme. Again, I'm super indecisive. I like to blame the Libra in me because hello, Libra, the doy. But really, I worry that I don't try everything and something later is gonna come out and be really great or even better. So here you can see me going through just all the cabinets we've ever had. I think I got a nice touch of both kind of classic but also modern, which I don't know, I'm like looking at it and I think I actually did much better than I thought I did. So adding the windows was a little bit tough because I know they have windows, but because I wasn't playing in it, I'm sorry, I kicked something. Because I'm not playing in it, I didn't care about what they looked like on the outside. And I still wanted to kind of give the feeling of the bathroom is separate. So I put this beautiful divider right there, and I think it kind of gives the illusion that it's still a separate room. And then I didn't know, should I add lighting at the top But then I realized if I took photos, if I took photos, it would have the roof on it, which kind of isn't the Dollhouse theme. And my favorite thing about this is that it was originated on Tumblr, which is where I started out. I started out on Tumblr in 2013, I think, and it's great to see that hit mainstream. It's by Split Milk, if I remember correctly, and it's just kind of blown up from there. So here I am kind of decorating. When I put the flowers there, I was like, okay, screw it. I'm just going to decorate it how I would. So kind of putting some flowers on the bedside table and like lamps, because at this point it looked a little empty and I know it wasn't super realistic, but I went with it anyway. So another big issue I had was this closet because it's stuck out in the back and I wanted to be able to edit and take photos, which I don't edit, but you will see how it looks after, I promise. But I was trying to find those closets. I feel like I can never find the closets like that one that you see right now. I feel like I can never find it while I'm just looking through Build By. But the smartness in me looked up closet and boom, it was right there. Finding what to put in this little spot drove me slightly crazy because I had no idea. It was an empty space. I honestly don't even remember what I did. We'll see. I was like, do I want her to have activities? And then I was like, no, you're not playing in this. This is not a livable house. I hate not Build By, bb.moveobjects on. It stresses me out. I've been playing The Sims since The Sims 2, that's an easier way to say it, and Sims were a lot stupider back then than they are now. Also, that's right, we put 2 mirrors in because I love mirrors. And Barbie's houses definitely had mirrors. So here I'm kind of saying, screw it, I'm going to decorate how I want to. So we're putting some flowers up. And I could not find this one thing I used briefly for about, I would say 2 minutes. And then I did, and I was very proud of myself. But I think we're going to come right into the screenshots. So you're seeing me change the wallpaper for the 15th time. But I got it in the end. So thank you so much for stopping by. Let's hop into them screenshots.